This training system is called supersets. Today we're going to be performing supersets with 2 exercises. The key is when you're doing a superset is it must be an agonist followed by antagonist. So a couple of examples for you. In our case we're going to be doing a bicep exercise followed immediately by a tricep exercise. So there is absolutely no recovery time between those 2 sets. Once we completed our 2 exercises for agonist and antagonist, then we have a rest period. Now another example could be maybe in a machine doing a leg extension followed by a leg curl exercise. Or we could be doing a chest press followed by a row movement, like a seated row. Ideally, we're trying to match the movement as exact as we can, so mirroring the movements. So an example might be doing a shoulder press. The mirror would be a lat pull down. So we kind of just reverse the movement. Remember, no recovery between sets. So Chris, you have our weights ready for bicep curls. So in your own time, bring the dumbbells down. Okay, in your own time, 10 repetitions, please. So Chris is doing a 2-arm bicep curl. His feet on the end of the plinth here. This is because it's quite a high bench. However, he's making sure that he has neutral alignment through his lower limb, so his feet pointing forward, knee is over second toe. Key point we're looking for here is neutral spine, shoulders back, chest forward, so we have lengthening through the pecs. The ear is in line with the shoulder. And notice, the elbow is staying very fixed. If we start seeing the elbow come up too much, we're going to indicate that actually the deltoids are kicking in too much. And we're trying to isolate the biceps here. So Chris, when you've done 10 repetitions, we're actually going to change the weight for Chris. You'll find most of your clients you work with are a little bit stronger on their biceps than they are the triceps.
10 reps.
10 repetitions, I'll take the dumbbells off you. So take the dumbbells off with safe lifting technique to lower them down. Chris, I'm going to pass you your dumbbells now for your supine tricep extension with dumbbell. Okay, in your own time, got the dumbbells?
Got my bar.
Okay. Now notice Chris's elbows are staying nice and still. So we're fixating at the elbow joint to isolate the triceps. He's also ensuring his scapula are gently pinned into the bench to ensure that he has good open chest position lengthening through the pecs. He's also going to get better stabilization through the scapula, through the thoracic spine in this case. Core should be engaged and all our checkpoints for lower limb always maintained. That's fantastic technique. Obviously mind your client doesn't hit themselves in the head here, so they must be trained and skilled to do this. Obviously smaller dumbbells are more beneficial as well. But you could be doing this with a cable, maybe a bicep curl with a cable, followed by a big tricep press down with a cable. But the principle is agonist, antagonist. Okay, so when you've done your last 10.
Last one.
Okay, I'll take this dumbbell first. So my dumbbell, my dumbbell. You can sit yourself up. Now that's a superset agonist, antagonist, so our bicep followed by a tricep, and now we have a rest period. So if we're doing this for hypertrophy, I could have between 1 minute to 2 minutes. If it's for endurance, 30 seconds to 60 seconds. And if you're doing supersets in the strength phase, you'd have between 3 minutes and 5 minutes. So you put them in pairs as superset. Then you have to take your rest period, and then you ask your client to perform the set again. You can do as many sets as you want, providing you work in a progressive manner through your 12-week plan. And remember, for your practical, we'll be looking for you to take your client to fatigue. In our case today, Chris could have probably done a little bit more weight, but we're just showcasing today. But do remember, overload your client with safe and effective technique. And when you see compensations, we expect you to coach them out your client or decide it's time to stop. So that system is called supersets.